my mullet is really in the difficult stages of growing out right now. Yeesh. Welcome back, weirdos! Now I know that Valentine's Day gives a lot of you a bad vibe because basically it's just become like a consumeristic Hallmark holiday. But I wanted to encourage all of you in relationships, engagementships, and in marriages especially to embrace the season of romance. Because it is supposed to be about love, not about two people exchanging gifts like a cold transaction between two business partners, and definitely not about making up for past grievances or how annoying you've been with like one night of rosé and rose petals. Ugh. I'll admit, we can all easily get swept up into thinking that this is the only time to put effort into romance. But that is not true, and I'll tell you why. For those of us who are passionate about working on our relationships and growing in our relationships, we need to be setting the example that you cannot reduce love down to one day. So right now, although Valentine's Day is on the horizon, I want to encourage you that whatever time of year it is the time to make effort in the romance department. Because love is a consistent daily choice to put another person before yourself. So if you're dating, and if you're engaged, and especially if you are married, you need to be prioritizing romance. Because in case you may have forgotten, you are in a romantic relationship. And this is the only one you've got. Like, the only person who should be getting effort in the romance department. And the only person that you get to kiss and cuddle with and do all that lovely, beautiful stuff with. And both of you need it. Because romance requires quality time. And quality time is essential for any relationship to grow. But I know it could be hard if you're stuck in a rut. You know, sometimes we mean well and we're like, hey, let's go on a date tonight. And then you can't decide where to go, and so you just kind of end up at Nando's because it's easy and you know what you like there and you don't really have to dress up because it's just like chill and casual. You know what? We all end up in the Nando's date night rut. So from this moment on, I will be sharing with you guys my best date night ideas and romance kickstarters. Right here on this channel, we're talking date night for creative couples, sexy night in date nights, date night challenges for those people who want to commit to romance. I got some good stuff for you guys, and it's starting now. Like right now. I'm going to share with you guys my 5 essential points for kickstarting romance in your relationship. Number 1, spend some time on yourself. Look, it's my opinion that you cannot ask your man or your woman to do anything that you're not willing to do. So you've got to spend some time on your body if that's what you want him or her to do. Get showered, get groomed, take care of that mug, shave up, lotion up, get yourself smelling nice and feeling nice to the touch. It'll make you feel more confident and sexier whether they notice or not. And that part is key. This step isn't to get a reaction from them, it's for you to remind yourself that you're worth spending time on. Because you are. Number 2, practice gratitude. It's just true that you are going to be way more verbal, affectionate, and therefore romantic if you actually appreciate the person you're with. So take some time to note down what you love and admire about your person. Make a note mentally or literally. I would use post-it notes and just cover my house with things I love about Dan. It's a good reminder to both of us, honestly. And this step isn't specifically just for date nights, but in general, your home will have a completely different atmosphere if you're consistently just remembering to be thankful and grateful for him. And as a plus, gratitude is like provenly great for your mental health. Number 3, no phone zone. This one is so important, not just for romance, not just for like your relationship, but just for you and your mental health and your rhythm and your daily pace of life and all of these things. But you've got to make regular time to turn your phone off. Our phones are so easy to reach for when our person is like gone to the loo, or is making a cup of tea, or you can't remember the name of that person who's in that show that you're currently watching, and it's gonna bug you the whole episode if you can't remember. But what happens is we can unconsciously prioritize the company of the World Wide Web instead of waiting and focusing on the person who has the most value to us. Like, I cannot recommend this one enough. It is invaluable to me and my marriage and how we do things here. If you can make it a regular habit, it will change your life. And if turning your phone off feels really weird, throw out the whole script of what you would do in an evening and do something completely different. Turn off the TV too, go out for a walk, hold hands, go for a drive and take a CD instead of using a Spotify playlist, or play a game. Number 4, get nostalgic. Go through some old photos. Now, if you followed the last step and your no phone zone coincides with the night that you want to get nostalgic, you're going to need to print off some photos. I know it's old-fashioned, but the principle remains the same. Spending time going through your photos is a great reminder about the journey that you guys have been on together, just the two of you. It's yours, and only the two of you have gone through this experience together. So it's really important that you take care of those memories, because that's what's going to take you forward into the future. And my last tip, number 5, make time. It's natural that over time we become more comfortable in our relationships. And that person does seem to get all of our time. We go to bed with them, we wake up, we have breakfast together, we have dinner together, we go shopping together, we do the laundry. But what can happen is that you and they never really get their own time that's special to them. They just become someone you do all your regular, normal life stuff with. So this is my most important tip. Make time regularly and put it in your calendar if you need to give them time that is just for themselves, and plan something for it. That way you don't end up with a situation where you're like, this is your time. I've got the next 5 hours just for you. What would you like to do? Because I know that we haven't done the grocery shopping yet, and I know that we still have laundry, but it's totally up to you. Do something. Plan something, whether it's a walk, whether it's dinner together without your phones and without the TV on, whether it's going back on the first date you've ever been on, or whether it's just playing a game of chess or cards. Do something to show that person that they're worth your time, your attention, your focus, and your commitment. I mean, you'll also be setting a really good boundary for yourself too. By doing this for them, you'll be communicating that you also are worth making time for and focusing on. So it's a win-win. It's too hot. So that's it. Those are my best tips for getting romance kick-started in your relationship. Now, what I will say is that it doesn't really matter where you go and what you do. As long as you're communicating to your person that they're important, valuable, and that they are your priority, over and above yourself, and definitely whatever shiny new thing you've got your eye on. Things come and go. People shouldn't. So with that all said, I'm going to finish my cup of tea. I'm going to go and write down a love letter. And if you guys have enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please do hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. This is really helpful for my channel to reach a wider audience, and that way I can help other people get jiggy with it this Valentine's Day. Bye for now, guys.